So, today was the first day that I could cover up the bruises on my face and feel comfortable going out in public. I made a trip to Walmart, and it was so nice. This sweet little older woman approached me in the makeup aisle and told me that she loved my eye makeup and she wanted me to help her pick out the right colors so that she could go home and do it herself. And she made me feel so good. And she talked to me for a really long time. It just came out of nowhere. And it occurs to me that God puts people in our lives when we need them, and this wonderful woman went out of her way to make me feel good about myself. I haven't felt good about myself in a really long time. So you can still see a little bit, just a tiny bit. I just couldn't get this green completely covered. Still glass in my feet. I don't think that it's ever gonna come out, really. Maybe, I don't know. Physically, I feel better today than I have in a really long time. But mentally, I am exhausted from just trying to feel normal. I don't even know what normal is. I know that the man who beat me is probably sitting at home, comfortably watching television, enjoying his night, probably drinking, and having a great time. Or he's sleeping and having a miserable time. I don't know. But either way, he shouldn't be at his house. He should be in jail. Nothing could be more frustrating. I'm still fighting. I'm still here. It's crazy the range of emotions that you go through, and this is someone that I really loved and thought I was going to build a life with. And that's what he told me, and I believed him. In the months that we were together, I can remember one time that we had a disagreement, and that's it. Just once. And it didn't get physical. It was just really texting back and forth angrily and then working it out. That was it. There was no way for me to know what was coming or that he was going to snap the way that he did. What about the next person? There will be a next person if he's not in jail. And eventually, even if they don't do anything wrong, he's gonna snap if he's not medicated and seeing his doctors. And he's not. I want to save the next person. Nobody can save me now. I'm the only one that can save me. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm praying so hard And God is answering my prayers. But I'm selfish and I'm impatient. And I want what I want right now. And I know it doesn't work that way. But damn it. Come on, really? If I were to have assaulted another woman the way that he assaulted me, I would be in jail. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Jamin knows people in the police department. He has family there. And I'm sure that he told them that night, and that's why the police report only said that I had a scratch on my chest, when that was obviously not the case. Honestly, I didn't have a scratch on my chest at all. My chest was just fine. It was my face that was damaged most, and my arm is getting so much better, but you can still see his fingerprints. You can still see it. It's going to be there for a while. And my heel is just so sore. There's glass in it where that black spot is, and I just can't get it out. I keep soaking it. My foot is so dry from the salt, but there's just nothing I can do. Going to the store was exhausting. I was so tired. It was 25 minutes, and I could barely walk when we were done. I could barely get off the bus to go back into the shelter. It was terrible. It's still terrible. I ache everywhere. It's like being in a really, really bad car accident, but this has lasted for 9 days. And it is definitely getting better, but I think it's going to take a really, really long time. And that sucks so much. But I'll tell you something. Really, that ass beating that I took taught me so much about who I am. I am a survivor and a fighter. And if I would have been attacked head on, things would have been very, very different. But I wasn't. I was blitz attacked from behind with no warning. It's kind of a bitch move, right? It is what it is. I would never attack somebody from behind. I would want to make sure they saw me coming. I'm going to keep doing the right thing. And so far, every day, I have seen the results of doing the right thing. Everything that should happen is happening. It's just not fast enough for me. I just want him to be away and not able to hurt anyone else. Right now. Right now. But that is not the case. I hope he's enjoying his time, because it is going to come to an end. And that jail cell is going to close. And I hope it stays that way for a really long time. I don't know what I think is acceptable for the beating that I took. What is acceptable punishment? I don't know. I'm not sure. Believe in an eye for an eye. I would feel better if he just took the same ass beating that I did. I just want him to feel what he did to me and experience it. But my wise mother says to me, that would never work, because he enjoyed what he did to you, and experiencing what he did to you probably would actually please him, because he would know how much pain he put you through, and that would make him happy. Wow. That's something to think about, right? She's right. I'm sure she's right. She's smarter than me. Our justice system is totally fucked. But I'm going to work it. I'm just going to keep working. I don't know what else I can do. If there's somebody out there who knows something else that I can do, please tell me. Help me. I would take any advice right now. Thank God for my mom and the people who picked me up from Jamin's house and took me to a hospital. Thank God for them. Even though I was scared to go to the hospital, I was scared to go anywhere, I just wanted to go hide. They made me go to the hospital, and thank God they did, because I would have never had the medical records that I do. Two days after the attack, I had to be rushed back to the hospital. Let me correct that. 2 days after being released from St. John's Hospital, I was rushed back to a hospital in the city where my shelter is, and they thought that I was passing a kidney stone and that it had passed while I was in the hospital, but they found something else. A mass on my ovary and a large mass in my uterus. So I am being referred for an emergency OBGYN appointment and will most likely undergo a hysterectomy and have all of my female organs removed. So, Jamin didn't do that to me, but if I hadn't gone to the hospital because of what Jamin did to me, I wouldn't know that those things were there, and I wouldn't be able to get them taken care of right now. But I did. There's a lesson in all of it, and there's something to take away from all of it. As horrible and awful as it was, damn, did it make me stronger. Like, so much stronger. I'm gonna show him how strong I am, and he's not gonna like it. Please pray for me. Pray for him too, because I do. Every single night. I pray that he gets the help that he needs, and that he doesn't hurt anybody, and that he's put somewhere where he's safe and everyone else is safe too. That's my prayer for Jamin. Someone asked me yesterday if I still love Jamin. That's a really hard question to answer, because I hate him. But there's parts of me that love him and want the absolute best for him. How messed up is that? I'm trying to process it and understand it. I just don't get it. Why in the world would I feel guilt? I feel guilt that I wasn't able to help Jamin. I tried, but I wasn't able to do it. I failed, and that is not something that I like very much. I don't think anybody likes failing, but I especially have a problem not accomplishing my goals. Don't mistake my kindness or me saying that I love him for me accepting his behavior or forgiving him right now, because I'm not ready to do those things. I'll get there, and I'll be able to forgive him. And of course, we all know that I'm not forgiving him for him. I will be forgiving him for me. I'm not there right now. I can't be near him. I can't see him. I can't imagine what my reaction would be. I'm going to stay far, far away and make sure that I stay on task. I have an objective in front of me, and I will reach my goal. I hope tomorrow's a little bit easier mentally, but I don't know if it will be. Can't count on it. Just have to get through it. And I will. Just remember, tomorrow's a new day. It's going to hurt less. And every new day is another opportunity to make a phone call, to send an email, to tell people that matter what happened to me and how awful the Detroit police officers were to me and how awful Sinai Grace Hospital was to me. Tomorrow's going to be better. Have a good night.